All right, let's get into it. We all use it, don't we? You find something on Amazon, click a button, and poof, it just shows up at your door. But have you ever really stopped to think about the absolutely gigantic machine that kicks into gear the second you hit buy now? Well, that's what we're going to do today. We are pulling back the curtain on that incredible operation.
So to get started, just try to wrap your head around this number. Every single month, 1.5 billion customers visit Amazon. Nope, that is not a typo. That's a bigger number than the population of the most populous countries on the entire planet. It's just an almost unimaginable amount of people, all looking for something.
And right away, that brings up the big question, doesn't it? I mean, what kind of system, what kind of sheer power does it take to handle that kind of demand? How on earth do you even start to build something that can serve so many people all at the same time?
Well, the answer doesn't start up in some digital cloud. Nope, it starts right here on the ground. You see, the foundation of this whole thing is a physical footprint that is way, way bigger than most of us could ever picture.
It's kind of a wild contrast when you think about it. Our entire experience with Amazon is through a screen, right? It feels totally virtual. But behind the scenes, powering that whole experience is a very, very real world of concrete, steel, and just immense physical scale.
To give you a real sense of that scale, try this. Picture 59 football fields, all laid out side by side. That huge space, that's the size of just one of Amazon's operational centers. Just managing a space that big is an unbelievable challenge all by itself.
So what's actually happening inside these massive buildings? Well, that's where we find the real heart of the operation. And it's this incredible mix of a mind-boggling amount of inventory and some truly stunning automation.
Okay, first, let's talk about the inventory. At any given moment, the system is keeping track of over 21 million different products. 21 million. But, just storing all that stuff, that's actually the easy part. The real magic is how they move this mountain of stuff with such insane speed and precision.
And that brings us to the robots. We're talking about a fleet of 3,000 of them, working tirelessly inside these warehouses. And look, these aren't just for show. They are the literal backbone of the entire logistics network. They are constantly on the move, zipping around, carrying products from shelves to the packing stations.
So here's the really crucial part. It's not just about the robots taking over. The real secret sauce to Amazon's efficiency is how they've seamlessly blended this high-tech automation with human intelligence. They work together. The robots do all the heavy lifting, which makes the human employees faster and more efficient than they could ever be on their own.
So here's how that little dance plays out. The moment you place your order, a signal goes out. A robot zooms through the massive warehouse, grabs your item from a shelf, and brings it over to a human employee. That person then packs it up and gets it ready to ship out. It's like a perfectly choreographed ballet.
Okay, so we've seen these giant buildings, the millions of products, the thousands of robots, but what does all of this complicated machinery actually mean for you, the person doing the shopping?
It all comes down to this really simple but powerful idea. From your point of view, the whole thing is completely effortless. You just click a single button. That's it. That's your only job in this entire massive operation.
But in that tiny instant, the moment you click, that huge automated system we've been talking about just roars to life. We're talking milliseconds. Your order is already being processed, located, and prepped for shipping, all without you having to think about it for even a second.
And the result of all that crazy complexity on the back end is a bunch of incredibly simple benefits for you. You know that whole annoying returns process? It's suddenly a piece of cake. Orders don't just ship in a few days. A lot of the time, they're out the door within hours. It's a whole system designed from the ground up to make your life easier and give you instant access to basically anything you can imagine. So when we pull back and look at the big picture, we come right back to our main theme. This amazing relationship between mind-bending complexity and beautiful simplicity. Every single part of this giant machine, every robot, every square foot of warehouse space, every single line of software code, it is all obsessively focused on one and only one goal: getting your order to you in the fastest, most accurate way possible, period.
And that right there is the ultimate achievement. All of these incredibly complex, moving parts are engineered to create an experience that is profoundly, almost invisibly simple for us. Click, and it arrives at your door. It's that simple, only because the system behind it is that complex.
And this, of course, leaves us with one last, really fascinating question to chew on. As this technology keeps getting better, as automation gets even smarter, where does it end? What are the actual limits for an operation on this scale? I mean, how much bigger can this thing possibly get?